It's Wednesday, February 4th, 2009. I'm Will. Rob's on assignment, and this is Political Lunch. Welcome back to your Wednesday episode of Political Lunch. Well, today I don't even know where to begin, so I guess I'll dive right in with first a little bit of humble pie. Remember on Monday when we ended our explanation of Tom Daschle's tax problem with this line?
And while his confirmation is expected to proceed...
Well, apparently we were wrong. By now you probably know that Daschle has withdrawn his name from consideration for the post of Secretary at the Department of Health and Human Services, and President Obama has conceded that it was a mistake to continue to press for Daschle's appointment to that post once his tax delinquency came to light. Said President Obama this morning, "It's important for this administration to send a message that there aren't two sets of rules, one for prominent people and one for ordinary folks who have to pay their taxes." There's no word yet on who Obama will nominate in Daschle's place, but one thing is for certain, it will be hard for the president to find a more popular and powerful proponent of aggressive health care reform. Next up, more not-so-good news for President Obama, courtesy of former Vice President Dick Cheney, who's given his first in-depth interview since leaving the White House, and, well, he didn't have much nice to say. The headline, of course, is that Cheney thinks terrorists will likely attempt a nuclear or biological attack in the near future, and he suggested that Obama's policies increase the likelihood that such an attack will succeed. It is surprisingly political talk, especially given the tradition of offering the new occupants of the White House a little bit of breathing room. Cheney went on to describe the economic stimulus package currently making its way through Congress as, quote, a wish list for a lot of my congressional Democrat friends, and he said that Obama's following only campaign rhetoric, those are his words, in making good on his promise to close Guantanamo Bay. As Rick Klein of ABC News writes today, it appears that Cheney, much more than George W. Bush, will be the public defender of the Bush administration's policies, to which many people would likely reply that those policies were more Cheney's than Bush's to begin with. Speaking of that stimulus bill, today President Obama unveiled a new proposal in response to the recent news that a number of Wall Street firms that sought or received federal bailout money late last year went ahead and paid their top executives bonuses totaling something in the neighborhood of $20 billion. This morning, the president unveiled new rules stipulating that companies that receive exceptional financial recovery assistance, large bailouts like those given to Citigroup and AIG, those firms would not be allowed to pay senior executives more than $500,000 in total compensation, which is certainly a step in the right direction, but then when you step back and think about it, it's still a lot of money. So my suggestion, don't think about it. Instead, take a look at this clip of impeached Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich getting a talking to from none other than David Letterman.
Why exactly are you here? Honest to God. What? I saw you on The View. I saw you on the Rachel Maddow show. I saw you on the Today Show. I saw you on, I think, every other show that is in production currently. And the more you talked and the more you repeated your innocence, the more I said to myself, oh, this guy's guilty.
And I didn't do it, right. And at the appropriate time, I'll have a chance to prove that.
Right. So why not wait till the appropriate time?
Well...
And finally, today we return to the subject of that economic stimulus package. If you go to stimuluswatch.org, you can search for those so-called shovel-ready projects. You can find the projects near you that may receive federal funding in that $800 billion package. These are all projects submitted by mayors across the country, everything from $130 million for streetcars in Cincinnati, that project will apparently produce 150 jobs, to $99,000 for doorbells in Laurel, Mississippi, that one produces 2 jobs. You can even vote on what projects you think should receive funding. That'll do it for Political Lunch on this Wednesday, February 4th. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you on Friday.